Welcome back to the Mom We Get Chill. I am Daniel, one of the kids.
I am Damien, the other kid.
And I'm Araceli, the mom. And today we are going to change things up a little bit because that's what we do, right?
Yes.
Today we'll be talking about
Credit score. Wait.
Credit
Yeah, credit score.
credit
core.
credit scores. But before that, we have our word, interesting fact, and then I have a question for you guys because
Who,
we're going
guys?
to change it up
Which guys?
for you too, because we like change, and we're changing the structure content of our podcast. All right, the word is discouragement. What do you guys think of discouragement?
It's
Discouraging.
discouraging.
Where you get discouraged.
What is discouragement?
The biological definition.
Yes. Discouragement. The opposite of courage.
Okay, got it. Discouragement is a loss of confidence or enthusiasm.
A loss of
Encouragement.
encouragement or enthusiasm.
No, confidence.
A loss of confidence. Discouragement. So who gets discouraged? I mean, who brings on discouragement?
The enemy.
No, but like whose responsibility is it?
Yours. Ours.
Yeah.
I don't know what the right way to say. Like the person
The person
who owns the feelings of their
Who
body.
is discouraged?
Yeah. The person who is discouraged, it's up to them to not feel discouraged.
Okay, well, discouragement. So we have to own that emotion. Would I call it an emotion?
Yeah.
Yeah, an emotion.
Yeah.
No.
Discouragement. Yeah, or
Yeah.
state of. I think discouragement is like the state of being,
What is it? Emotion.
and then discouraging or no, yeah, okay. All right, let's see. For I know the plans I have for you,
Jeremiah 29:11.
declares the Lord. Plans to purpose
You?
to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. So God's plan for us is for us to have a hope and not discouragement. So if you're feeling discouraged, that is not from God. What could you use God's help with today?
This podcast.
Wow.
Very
Daniel,
realistic.
wow.
I'm being honest.
Wow.
It's been a day. It's been a day.
One day we're gonna record our how much time it takes us to get ready for these episodes.
Oh my gosh, it probably takes longer than the actual podcast.
It does.
Yeah. But hey, that's why God, I think, places those tests in us so that we may look onto him for his encouragement.
Yes.
Okay, interesting factor. Should we wrap up the day with the interesting factor?
I was like, wrap up. We just started.
Should we wrap it up with
No, I want to start.
okay.
All
Go.
right, today I'll go first because I'm not doing a joke. I'm doing a fact. Did you know?
I'm the did you know? Okay, go.
Did you know that an oak tree produces about 10 million acorns during its lifetime?
An oak tree? What are those?
Acorn trees.
Are they big?
Yes.
I know.
Bruh.
I'm just playing with
See,
you.
this is why I need help.
They produce 10,000?
10 million, right?
10 million.
10 million? They are busy.
That's more than enough to
How many
feed.
per year? That's crazy.
Yeah.
How long do they live?
Hello, you there?
It's like whenever the enemies, you can't see your face, it just goes. It's just like, How long do they live? They live.
You're distracted by the animes.
No.
Bro,
Oh,
is it your own animes that you're distracted by?
the lifespan of an oak tree is 100 to 300 years.
I mean,
crazy.
that's so
like a
if they
million a
only
year.
lived 100 years, then per year they would produce about 100,000 acorns.
Is it 1 million? No? 100,000?
What? Huh?
It sounded like quack.
Quack. Quack.
Okay.
That's our new saying instead of what now. I guess.
Okay.
Quack.
I'm going to go. You want to go, Damien, or I'm going to go?
Well, I have a joke, so you go.
Okay. The brain, did you know that the brain is sometimes more active when you're asleep than when you're awake?
For Damien, definitely.
For Daniel, too.
It's like, what? See, this is what I mean.
I think you're supposed to help yourself out. Come on.
I don't know what he meant because, I mean, I do imagine because you do have to use a lot of your imagination for your dreams.
The thing is, I don't remember any of my imagination.
So, my joke is, what?
Mom, you can't laugh.
What do you call a couple of chimpanzees sharing an Amazon account?
I don't know.
Primates.
It's not funny.
Why are you laughing
I'm
at
laughing
his
at
joke?
you because you're looking at me like you better not laugh, Mom. You better not laugh. I think Damien just his way of like saying he's already laughing before he even says it.
Yeah.
I have another one.
No. Well, wait.
Next time
let's jump
telling
onto
a
the
joke,
question.
I'm gonna be like, okay, did you?
He sounded like a horse.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, focus. Let's work that
Hocus
muscle.
Focus.
All right, my question is, and before we jump into the credit scores. So the other day, you and I were talking about, personal development.
We were?
We were.
When?
The other day before you went to sleep.
Oh.
We're talking about, just say yes.
Yeah.
It'll come to you. We were talking about personal development, right? And we were talking about how, I don't remember exactly what we were talking about, but it made me start thinking how being in personal development and learning kind of puts you, or knowledge puts you in a position
Yeah, I remember this
of
conversation.
like not having, or not, how would I say it?
Feeling guilty.
Feeling guilty and feeling, or like not having so many people around you that understand what you are doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also not being really conscious of everything that you are doing, compared to when you don't know. There's no like, no guilt. You just don't think about it. And we've talked about this before, and how Adam and Eve in the Bible, before she ate of that apple, they didn't know they were naked. They didn't know what good or bad was, right? They had no knowledge.
Yeah.
And then after they ate it, they obviously knew they were naked, and they hid. My question is, and now both of you have grown up. So you guys have grown up in
A house.
a house with me, but you guys have grown into this personal development
Because of
field because I'm in it, right?
you. Yes.
So in essence, you guys didn't get a chance to say yes or no to being in this.
So we didn't
having
choose
knowledge,
to feel guilty.
So you guys didn't have the opportunity to eat of the apple or not. You guys just ate of the apple.
What?
Like Adam and Eve, you guys, never mind. I get it.
So being in personal development is a sin?
No, it's not a sin.
You
But
just
like, listen, Or was it a sin to go eat of that apple? I don't know. I mean, we're not gonna go into that right now. You brought up a good point. But okay, so you guys didn't get the opportunity to choose just yet, right? You guys, I mean, everything I learn, I transfer to you guys, and I tell you guys, and I share it with you guys. But like you said, it also makes you guys live in a way that you are more aware and more conscious of the world, right? And what you are doing. My question is, and sometimes before I ask the question, sometimes we feel like it'd be better off if we didn't know this information, if we didn't know this knowledge, if we didn't know this truth, right? Because it makes it so much easier and we don't have responsibility that we have to carry. Now, my question is it worth it to know?
To know.
To know the truth, even if it's biblical, to know the truth, because now you know the truth. Now what are you going to do with it? Is it worth it to know what's right or wrong? Is it worth it to know all this knowledge about personal development or not? What do you guys think?
I think so.
You think so? Why?
Because there's so much more freedom and non-guilt on the other side of this.
Okay, explain to me.
I was hoping I didn't have to because it just sounded good, but I don't know what I said. That after you go through all the guilt of knowing and you push past that and you actually do what you know is right, there's so much more freedom to where you don't have to feel guilty when doing the things that you used to feel guilty before, because you're in a place where you don't have to feel guilty.
You have a clean conscience. That's what you're saying.
Like if I were to play video games instead of doing my homework, and I didn't know that I had to do my homework first. I didn't know that it's better to do my homework. I don't feel guilty that I'm playing my video games, but once you learn that you're supposed to do your homework first, you play video games, you feel guilty that you're not doing it, and then later you're more stressed out that you have to do it rushed. But once you push past that, once you start actually doing your homework, once you start doing your homework, then later, once you finish your homework, you can play video games guilt-free.
So, in other words, and for you, Damien, well, hold up. In other words, do the hard life now. The easy life later. That cat's like trying to hide. Okay, we got monkeys. Okay, so that's what you're saying.
Look at my cat.
That's what you're saying, right? So knowledge gives you that ability to, I guess, in essence, do choose if you want the easy life now or the easy life later, right?
Yeah.
Where did he go?
Damien, what is your intake of, is knowledge worth it? Okay, we are not in the race car here in Formula One.
I think knowledge is worth it. Knowledge.
It is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know. I just think it is.
Why do you think it's worth knowing stuff? Knowing about things or knowing information at your age, like knowing truth, knowing about the Bible, what the Bible says, knowing about
because you don't get to
who you want to become, knowing about, because personal development is that it's becoming a better you.
You don't get to play Minecraft all day without feeling guilty about it because you know this stuff. Do you think it's worth knowing it?
Yeah, or would you rather just play and do whatever you wanted to do right now, and then later on find out, oh, this wasn't what I needed?
No, because then I would feel a lot more guilty.
Yeah.
So
But is it worth you now, today, having to make those choices?
Yeah, it's worth it,
Yeah.
I'd say.
So
Yeah.
there is no excuse for you guys. For you guys to not be reading. No, that's not the point. And I think it's not about feeling guilty or not. It's about realizing and you guys are being raised in a personal development home. And so you guys will get to experience knowing stuff that other families don't know yet, right? We're hoping that by listening to the Mom and Kid Show, we're gonna have these conversations every episode about things like this and seeing real life through the Mom and Kid Show. I don't know what that was, but okay. All right, let's get into the credit score teaching today.
Today on ESPN.
What is credit score?
Something.
Credit score is kind of what people use to determine if they trust you or not.
To trust you or not. So
it's kind of your
with
trust
loans and
with money.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a trust level.
Yeah.
Like a trust meter.
Trust meter. Do you guys know the history of credit scores?
No.
So I imagine there was at one point where they would just loan money to be like,
Strangers.
oh, I know that person, or that person knows that
person's
person.
pretty good.
And or they make a lot of money, they probably can pay you and so, right?
I know where I can get fire, and I know where the house is. So if they try to do anything to that money.
Oh my God, Damien, you took that really dark.
That's his Minecraft speaking. But it's credit score. It's the score that they give them for money. So that's how I guess before. But in the 19th century, creditors wanted something a little bit more that would carry on the risk. Because you can imagine before, like they didn't have anything to come after you. Like, how would they affect you? You wouldn't pay. Yeah, you could probably get beat up or something. I don't know. That's why they had like what are they called? It's on the tip of my tongue. Where they stand on each side and the draws, or was it guns?
Jousts.
Wait.
I don't know.
What
when
is
they were
it?
like they were duels. Yeah.
Yeah, duels.
Duets.
Duels. Okay, so they would 19th century they wanted to come up with a way to start to have like a reporting agency. So they it was based off of their character and trustworthiness. Do you guys think you guys would have been a good credit score back then?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. In 1930, the department stores based credit score started basing the score on race and employment status. So depending on what race you were, if you were white, Hispanic, Black, then you got different credit scores. So I don't know how long that worked. In 1956, Earl Isaac did the Fair Isaac Company, which is the FICO, which is the FICO score. And that eliminated the biases. So it was like a more standardized credit score reporting agency. In the 1970, Fair Credit Reporting Act was set to protect people from wrongfully reporting other people. So like they wanted to protect so that you didn't have like people just reporting random stuff on your credit reports. Okay, so what is it? It's made up of 3 digits.
What, your FICO score?
The credit score.
Oh,
so
yeah.
FICO.
The credit score is not unlimited. It's not even.
It goes up to 830.
850. And it doesn't even start at 0. It starts at 300. Like, it doesn't make sense. Just make it.
So there is a 0
max.
But there is 0 reports. And that's whenever you don't have any reporting information. So it's at 0. And then it starts at 300, which 300 to 579, it starts for very poor, fair, good, very good, and excellent.
The best you can get is 850.
Your FICO
Yes.
score, it says it's made up 30%
Your
about
credit score. FICO.
this says FICO.
Okay, well, the FICO is the. Okay, yes, you're right. They're just credit score companies that have. Yes, you're right. Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay, so your FICO score is made up of 10% new credit, 15% length of credit history, 10% credit mix, 35% payment history, and 30% amounts owned.
Yes. So credit scores are made up of that. Now, FICO is one type of credit score. There are lots
Like
of
Credit
other
Karma?
credits. No.
What is Credit Karma?
Yeah, but hold up. Bleh. So FICO is a credit score that they give you, but there's a lot of different credit score companies that I don't know if they're companies or agencies. They give you that. Now they base their scores off of reporting agencies, which is TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. So these three reporting agencies, they get your information, and then from there, credit score companies or credit scores like FICO, they pull that information and they put it into this, like you said, this template of 35% payment history, 20% credit utilization.
Something like that.
You know what that is?
Like how you use your credit? Like how much of it you use?
Yeah, how much of it you use?
You're supposed to only use like a third of it.
30%.
Third of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is not
50.
a third of it.
That's a third of it.
That's a 3/10 of it.
15% length. And then how long you've had it, 10% new inquiries, and like you said. I'm just repeating what you said.
I know.
What is a credit score used for?
To get loans.
To buy houses, to get an apartment, to get
I think
cars. I actually have the amount, like the score you need for cars. So to buy a car, you need a 661 or above, and then to buy a $250,000 house, you need 740 plus.
Okay.
I feel like
Good info.
people don't understand the saying that don't spend more than you have with credit cards.
Ooh.
You just called out like 20,000 billion people, Damien. And there's totally that many people there.
Ooh, that is good.
Like,
Yes.
it's simple. You check the amount, and if you don't trust yourself, just use a debit card.
I agree with you. A lot of people out there are not aware of how much they are needing, and they keep adding more and more stuff. And I think it's convenience. And you go to Best Buy, you see all these nice TVs, and they're like, "Oh, open up a credit card at 0% interest." Which again, some credit cards have, they have perks, or it's good to use them. But again, you get into that cycle of having to pay, having to use more money than you need to.
Nope. Maybe.
That was good. All right. So what are they good for? Renting a place. The landlords usually
the scores or cards?
credit scores.
Okay.
The better, because the landlords, the employers sometimes. I don't think employers really look at your. I don't know.
I mean,
credit
some
scores.
jobs I think they do.
I don't know.
But
some insurances are based off of your insurance. Why would you think insurance is based off of your credit scores?
What does insurance do?
Your insurance protects if you have a vehicle insurance, it protects your vehicle. Depending on the coverage is how much you're going to get. For example, if I have a coverage of $50,000 for insured property, uninsured property, if I wreck and it's my fault,
Your insurance will cover it?
then the insurance will cover it.
Okay.
I don't know all the but stuff like that, how it all works out. But But that's how insurance is used.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why would you think they would base it off of your credit score?
Because to know if they can trust you to make the payments.
Well, I mean, insurance is just like you
'Cause if
pay
you-
them, and then if the day comes, they'll cover you. And sometimes people take out stuff to cover themselves.
Let's think a
So
little bit more.
they'll see like if they'll see um
Okay.
they'll see if I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I think
So they see it as that you're responsible, because people with good credit scores kind of like watch what they're doing. Like they're a little bit more conscious of what they're doing, and like they're taking care of things because they pay off their stuff on time, all that stuff. So credit insurance companies are like, oh, this person is less risky, so that's why they base it off of that.
so. Like kind of like they'll make sure with a higher credit score, they'll probably know that they're like, oh, they're not gonna crash on purpose just to get the money,
Yeah.
or not get the money, but like,
Yeah.
to make us go broke.
You know, and a lot of people will do that. They'll be driving, and then all of a sudden they hit the brake so that you hit them from the
Especially
behind
with
end,
18-wheelers.
and they get money. And so
What's that called? Insurance. I know there's a name for that.
I don't know.
For like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably, I don't know the name for it though. And then credit scores are also used to base your interest rates on. So you said you only need a 641 for a car, 661. 661 for a car. If you go and apply for you go and try to get a car at that with that credit score, and I come in and I have a 750, I'm gonna get a better interest rate than you. So that's also how it affects it. And credit limit. If I go in and I have a good credit score, they're going to trust me with more money than someone that doesn't have a good credit score.
Yeah, and the best way to increase your max loan age, your credit score, is only using, like you said, 30% of your credit score or less. So no, only using 30% of what you can take out from your credit card. Using that, and then because if you use more, they'll see you as a risky spender, so they won't really hire it that much. But if you use less, then they won't see you as a risky spender, and they'll hire it.
And if you're starting from like, if you do want to get a car but you have a really low credit score, you can just buy really cheap stuff and then make sure to pay it on time, and that'll get like, you can just keep doing that till you get a car.
That's why there's some people. I mean, there's some people that say, like Dave Ramsey. I know he doesn't like credit cards, but then there's other people who say that you should use credit cards for everything, and then only use debit cards to pay off your credit cards. But that's only if you're like to the point where you're not, like Damien said earlier, you have that self-control and you're not going to spend over what you have. Because again, like my mom said, there is perks to cards like like gas and airline points and miles and stuff like that.
Cashback.
Yeah. But yeah, there's some people that just use their credit cards and then they pay it off with their debit card with
And I know people with a low credit score, they fall into like the trap of thinking, oh, I have like I don't have to pay it all up in full. I can make smaller payments, right? So they just buy a lot of stuff and they don't think about it.
And that's how you end up in the rat cycle,
So
right?
if you pay your credit cards off on time, is there interest on it?
Not if you pay them before the cycle. So
What's the
statements have a cycle.
What are statements?
Statements are what the banks give you. Like, so you can see it's like a document that has how much was the beginning balance, how much is the ending balance, and it lists the transactions or purchases that you did throughout, or if you paid back money throughout that month. That was the statement at the end of the month. But for example, a credit card cycle could be from the 10th of the month till the 10th of the month. From 10th of July to 10th of August is a cycle. And so they'll end the cycle and then they'll send you your the statement. But if
Now they'll
you
start
the
charging
statement
interest.
will have a due date, but the due date is past the cycle, right? So if you wait to get that statement for the due date, you're going to get charged interest. But if you pay your credit card payments before the cycle ends, then you don't get interest charges. So it's always better to pay it before the cycle ends.
So I mean, it would be easier if you just paid something and then like from there, as soon as you pay for it, transferred it into
Yes.
your okay.
Yes. So, okay. What do wealthy people think about credit scores? Or what do famous, I would say wealthy people and also people that talk about
Money.
think?
Well, I know Dave Ramsey, he doesn't have credit cards, so he doesn't have a credit score.
Well, before, like, okay, so, all right. No, that's a good point to start. Go ahead. Finish it. Finish
And
it up.
so I was watching his Financial Peace University, one of the classes on the debt snowball, and he was like, I don't have a FICO score, so if I go to like an apartment complex, they won't let me get an apartment. I can buy the whole complex, but they won't let me get an apartment. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a system. I don't understand it. Why? Because your credit is not based off of income. So
Yeah.
they don't care how much you make. It's what your credit score is. So that's how they base credit off of. And so Dave Ramsey believes, he's against debt. He doesn't use it for anything. He says that you should pay cash or pay money that you have in the bank account.
Just
That's
because
for
it
you.
triggers something in your brain.
But besides that, it's like you have to pay for things from your money, not loans and stuff like that. Which is a very, I feel, extreme way of talking about money, his way. And then we have Robert Kiyosaki on the other side. And he agrees that you need credit. Now there's a good credit and bad credit. What would be good credit?
Like, what do you mean?
Like the number.
Like, what would be the good credit debt to have?
Good credit debt?
Yeah. Good debt. Like, what would be good debt?
Good debt.
Good
like,
debt.
Good debt.
Like
And
debt
bad
that you
debt.
can pay off.
Bad debt would be credit cards. Things that really are not adding value or adding any assets or any money coming back to you, right?
What is some good debt?
Good debt would be like mortgage loans or things like that. You were using money to be able to buy something else, and that will produce money in the long run.
So like debt on investments.
Yes.
Okay.
So he calls them income producing assets, and so Robert Kiyosaki believes that you should have debt, but it should be good debt and it should be wise debt. And it shouldn't be debt that you're using your credit cards to go plan a party or things like that. So that's
Or debt that you can't pay off. For bad debt.
yes, for the bad debt. Because remember, good debt, you won't be able to pay off a 40, 50, 60, $100,000 loan in a matter of months.
Yeah.
So that's
But like $40
revolving.
debt for like party plates and supplies. I mean, you can pay that off with your credit card. But that's not debt. I mean, if you can't pay it off with your debit card, and it will if you pay it off with if you were to pay it off with your debit card, and it would affect your life, then that's bad debt.
A good way to see it. Okay. So, how do wealthy people think about, or how do they use credit score? Wealthy people,
Wealthy people.
not people that are just famous, but wealthy people.
What do you mean? How do they use
mansions.
credit score?
Like
Yeah, what do they think, or how do they use credit score?
sometimes they use it to buy mansions.
Credit debt, or what do they think about credit scores? I guess credit debt. That what, Damon?
They can wait. Don't they use it to buy mansions?
No, they probably use their, if they're wealthy, then they'll use their debit card.
Remember, there's differences between rich and wealthy. And wealthy people use they do have credit scores, but they have their credit scores, they use their business credit, not their personal credit. So businesses have a different, so credit scores are based off of your social security number. Okay? Social security is what the government gives you, puts a number on you, that's who you are for as long as you live here in the US. Okay, that's how they track you. That's linked to your license. It's linked to your to a lot of things. Your social security number. So, businesses have an EIN, right? That's an employer identification number. That's a number that says, it kind of like it's a business and it's its own entity, and so that number serves as like a social, you would say, for credit companies, for credit cards and stuff. So the business starts building credit over time, and the business can buy things, can buy cars, can buy property under the business, and your personal credit, your personal social security, or your personal credit scores aren't affected.
So for businesses, is the credit score less affected? So let's say I have a 720 credit score and I buy a house. That's 250. And then is it affected differently than if I were to buy it with my business credit score, credit card? Like is there a reason why they would use their business over their own?
Oh, over personal?
Yeah. Like what's the point of that?
Because
Is there any perks to it?
you can write it off, first of all. I mean, we can have a business. On the business side, if you buy something with your business, you can write it off for taxes. So you don't pay tax as much taxes. Personal, you can't write off anything. That's one of them. Second, I mean, again, you don't have to deal with your credit score. It doesn't get impacted. It doesn't get affected. It's the business. Again, I mean, there's pros and cons to this. What is a con? That the business now can, if it doesn't pay, can lose that thing, or if there is a lawsuit against the business, anything that's listed under the business can be taken away. So, I mean, there's other structures. We would have to go into a deeper dive into that, because there's ways to go around all of that stuff. Okay, so the wealthy use business credit and not personal credit. And they use relationships. They also really work on their relationships with banks and people that lend money, so that they have access to that money. So they use it, but they use it in a good, in a wise way. Like a good debt, bad debt. Okay. What affects your credit score?
Not paying off your thing on time and then paying it off on time.
Using too much, not paying it off on time.
Well, also paying it off, because that affects it.
That's a good point. When you're trying to pay off debt, it's good to pay it off like in chunks, so that
you don't choke.
Yeah. So that whenever it's reported, because it's reported every so often, to these reporting agencies have their update their data like so often, and so if you are paying in chunks, that's being updated and it looks really good on your score. So they see
you're more consistent with it,
I guess. I mean,
and it's also, and you also have to make sure you don't have that much debt to the point where all of your payments just get replaced by interest.
Yeah.
Like if you have $100 and the interest rate is like $5 per month,
Mm-hmm.
you pay $5, it's not gonna affect it. So you just have to make sure that it's making it go down.
Because the
Even after,
balance, right?
yeah.
The balance is what gets reflected, not the interest. The balance, right? So opening many cards at a time will lower your credit. So whenever they pull credit scores, there's soft inquiries and then there's hard inquiries. Soft is like Credit Karma, like you had mentioned. Credit Karma is just like it's where you can see your credit score. Um, Maybe it is kind of like FICO. Um, I don't know. I mean, now that I think about it, I think it is, but it's a place that I don't know.
You
We'll
do.
have to leave that.
I'm assuming karma because like you do good with your credit and it reflects that.
Yeah. So you can check on it, and so that's a soft pull because it checks on it, but it doesn't it is not reported on your credit scores. Now, if you go to JCPenney and then you go to Kohl's and then you go to Sam's and all these other stores and you open credit cards, if you open them on the same day, you're only gonna get affected. Like, for example, I go to JCPenney on a Saturday, and then I go to and I apply for a credit card, and then I go to Old Navy a month later and I open up a credit card and apply for it. That Old Navy is already gonna have reflected that I went to JCPenney's and I bought that, and I applied for it. So my credit score will drop. It will go up later,
so it's not
but
really free whenever they say it's free. I mean, it comes at a cost.
it comes at a cost. Because if you get denied, then it was a hard hit, but you didn't even get the credit card. And so,
Yeah,
but
I
if
never
I,
understood that. They like whenever we would go to Cabela's, and they'd be like, "You want to apply for a free credit card, or like anywhere that we went to," and you would say no. I was like, "Why? It's free." But now I understand that it does cost.
yes, it comes at a cost, and it's also, remember, it's temptation. You have it, you're going to want to spend more on it. And so, okay, back to our example. If I go to JCPenney and then I go to Old Navy that same day, when I apply for the credit cards, my odds are much higher to get both of them because the Old Navy hasn't reported, it doesn't have the report from JCPenney yet. Okay, so so, but opening up a lot of new cards affects your credit score. And whenever you miss a payment, it only affects it if you're 30 days over late. So if you miss 1 or 2 days, you'll probably get a late fee from whatever credit card company, but it doesn't get reported to your credit score. How old do you have to be to have a credit score or start building your credit score? Yeah.
What? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Oh, you
18.
can
18?
wait to start building your credit score. Oh,
Well, you can be an authorized user
yeah,
under your
and
parents.
you can be building credit without even doing anything, as long as your parents put you as an authorized user. So your credit can be growing without even having a credit card.
Ooh, big brain.
Yeah, so you have to be 18 to have it under your own name, but it is, I mean, you guys can be an authorized user on your parents or in somebody's account. And all you need to do, or for the adult, is to call that whoever they have it with and add the child
Using
as an
your
authorized,
social.
yeah, as an authorized user, and then now you start, if a person that is not responsible adds you as an authorized user and they don't make payments, then I don't know if that affects you or not.
Yeah.
So that's something to look into.
Wait, can you get credit by getting like a loan and then using the loan like amount that you got and then paying it off, and then can you get credit?
That's called, well, there's cards that are secured credit cards, and that means that you give them from your money, you give them $500. They hold it at the bank, and then from there they let you borrow money. And then you pay it back. And so that's a secured, because they have collateral. If you don't pay, they keep the 500. But then you can make your credit scores your credit score go up fast with those.
And I know that some people they like using credit cards more because it says that banks will like refund you the account fraud. But if you go to Visa's website, it says that debit cards, if it's account fraud, then they'll also refund you the money.
Yeah, but there's banks. I think Visa might, yeah, but there's banks that will not really. You have to go through so much more to get the fraud. I mean, we can have an episode on credit cards, because there's so much more to learn about why people would use them. But it's good to know. How do you get a better score? We've already talked a little bit about this. Keeping it at 30%, and then
paying off your loans or
paying it off
things
on
on time.
having a mix of things. And if you've had a credit card for so long and then you end up canceling it or closing it down, it will affect your credit score, because
Good or bad?
it will affect it negatively.
Oh.
Because closing down accounts means they see it as you're not having enough, enough time. Like their length, the 15% of length is affected.
Oh.
Other ways. Okay, so we talked a little bit about how Dave Ramsey says no credit. I think that's an extreme way of seeing things, and it's also.
I mean, for people who are really not good at spend.
I think there's wise ways to use a credit card.
Yeah.
But there are different ways that you could get things without having to.
But I mean, Dave Ramsey's trying to get people out of debt, so I guess his way works for people.
If you have debt, then yes. If you're trying to buy a property, there's hard money lenders, there's private lenders, there's the mortgage companies. It's called manual underwriting, and that means that they don't need a credit score. They base it off of other things. So you don't even need a credit score to buy a house if you do it through a manual underwriting. The Bible tells us that in Proverbs 22:7, what does it say?
Proverbs 22:7?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. The rich ruleth over the pooreth, and the borrowereth is the servanteth to the lender.
Okay, that's the King James Version.
Okay. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is the servant to the lender.
Right. So if you're borrowing unwisely, then you are servant to the lender. Yeah. Right? So we are called not to be those slaves, and not to be the slaves. We are called to be the lenders. Right? We need to be wise with our money so that we don't fall into the trap of getting credit cards. Proverbs 24:34. What does it say?
Got it.
Damien, go.
Warns that hardship at. Hold on.
What?
24:34.
Yeah, 24:34. So shall your poverty come like a prowler, and your need like an armed man.
So it's just, this verse is just showing us that we need wisdom, strategy, and stewardship, right?
Mm-hmm.
With money.
Stewarding. What does stewarding mean?
What does stewarding mean?
Damien?
Damien, what does stewarding mean?
Oh,
He's looking it up.
well, I kind of know.
Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
It's like where you're taking care of something that doesn't belong to you.
Yeah. So in essence, we take care of God's money, right?
We're a good steward of God's
money.
Yeah. Okay, interesting facts about credit scores, and we're going to wrap up.
What are some interesting facts?
Don't need to carry balance from month to month to have a good credit score.
You don't need to what?
You don't need to carry a balance, like a balance due, like money that you owe to them.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to carry it over from month to month. Age does not show up on your report.
Age?
Yeah, they don't care about your age. They don't care about your income. They care if you have, so at 18, when you apply for your credit score and you've been on an authorized user, they don't care if you're 18. They just, you have a good credit score, they're going to allow you to keep it. Now, I mean, yeah, we'll go into that into another something else I was thinking. And then Experian Boost, I think it's what it's called. You can go in there because like your rent and stuff like that, some of them don't appear on your credit score. So you can go into Experian Boost and add all that stuff for you, like in your report, so that it can bump up your credit score. And at the end, the last thing is that you can fix it. There's companies out there that will fix your credit score. So once it's like, if it's low and you really want to get it back up, there's companies that will help you clean it, remove stuff that hasn't been paid, or I don't know what they do or whatever, but you are able to fix it and then get your credit back up and go get more debt.
I have a question.
That's literally what a credit score is for.
Yes.
I have a question about the credit score thing. If you have a low credit score, can you still like get a little bit of money,
I
like
think
to pay for stuff? Like, or how do you grow
You
your
can
credit
take
score?
out a loan, but it's like smaller. Like it's not
there's
as
a
high.
point I think that they don't even allow, like,
So if you start at your if you have a credit score, credit score, and you just got it, so it's like at 300. How would you hire it?
you hire it by, you could get a secured credit card, which is money that you put in. You can become an authorized user. You can have co-signers. So you can go like to Ashley's or to get a car, and then they'll co-sign someone that has a good Ashley's Furniture.
Car?
A car?
No, or you could go get a
Oh,
car.
I
I
was
said.
like, go to Ashley's and get a car. I'm like, Ashley's.
Or you can go get a car and then have someone that has a good credit card co-sign. So they're like they're just another
Like the
authorized
middleman.
user. And so now the company is like, hey, we know that if you don't pay, this other person's credit score is going to get impacted if they don't pay. So that's not, as far as being a co-signer, that's not really smart. You never know what could happen. But that's another way that you could start building up your credit. Remember, you're going to start off with 0, not necessarily the lowest credit score. Okay, so you'll start
There's a
0.
negative?
It's
No,
an
like,
invisible. It's like
The
a,
lowest is 350, but you're gonna start off with 0 because even though it's not the lowest,
The lowest is 300.
yeah, 50, 300.
Yeah, it's 300.
Oh,
The max is 850 though.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's how you can make it. But yes, then you're back to what you were saying. Credit score is just a number that banks say, oh, this is,
Their
This person's
trust.
good at getting in debt and paying it off.
yes, that's
Their
all it is.
trustometer.
And a lot of people take care of a lot of their credit scores. I grew up thinking it was like it was like, oh my goodness, that's like the best thing to have, and in essence, sometimes it's not. There's
I
there's
feel
a
like
lot of ways.
grown-ups say like a lot of things in life is like really hard, but it's really easy once you learn about it with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here
Yes.
on the Mama Kid Show.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so I hope you guys learned something. Stay out of
course you
debt.
did.
Don't waste more than you need to. Now, credit cards, I think,
Spend
offer a
more.
convenience. Like if you needed money to go buy a property, some people have credit cards that are $20,000, $30,000, or credit, or even because there's different types of credit that you can get. You can get credit cards. You can get lines of credit. You can get personal loans. That's another topic for another day. There's different types. But some of these people have these credit amounts ready to, like, you can go get money and then go buy the property and then pay it off.
Yeah.
Okay, but be wise with your choices.
Every choice has a consequence. Choose the one that you're willing to live with.
Yes,
And it's not waste more. It's spend more than you need to because you're
Don't
spending,
spend
not
more
waste.
than you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you need help with that, 633 Money Systems.
Go to 7streams Cash Flow.
Can help you
.com.
organize your money and start putting a plan into place to pay off the credit and living below your means so that you can actually enjoy your money.
And
Well-
watch us more to learn more about money.
So let us know what you think of this new structure.
Yeah.
And visit 7streamscashflow.com for free resources. Oh my goodness, I got the hiccups. Free resources. Check out our Visionary Youth Accelerator classes that are on there. Follow us on Spotify. Follow us on YouTube.
YouTube, you have to search up
Support
at
us.
7streams Cash Flow.
Yes, at 7streams Cashflow. But the playlist is not on the Mom and Kid Show. Like, you
It
can't
is.
name it. If they search for the Mom and
it'll-
Kid Show,
No, it won't. But on Spotify, you can just look up the Mom and Kid Show.
can we put it on the description?
I
Are
don't
we
know.
putting it on the
We'll
description?
figure that out. If you don't see it pop up under the Mom and Kid Show, look up at 7streams Cash Flow.
Yes. Okay.
But what?
And
Until
make
then,
sure-
it has been
Make sure to follow us on Spotify
yeah,
and leave us.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it?
a
Like
5-star
yeah.
review.
Leave us a 5-star
not a
review.
restaurant,
Support
though.
us.
It's
Help
weird.
us out.
It's free.
Just trying to put putting our grain of sand into the world.
Until
No one
multiplier.
says that.
Until multiplier.
Okay. Well,
This has been the Mom and Kid Show.
and we will see you
At the table.